Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Today I want to show you how we are creating and installing a ledger board onto the house. It's a really important step, and there's different regulations for different types of builds. So I'm going to explain to you all that information today. And if you like what you see or you learned something today, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we're putting out new content. All right, so what you see here is we're using 2x12 framing on this deck. So it's usually a little bit bigger than what we traditionally would use, but we have long spans and it's a really tall deck. So I'm going to do a layout. Now our engineer calls for a fastener every 6 inches along this board. Now I'm using Fasten Master ledger locks to install this ledger to the house. I already know I have a solid piece of material that I can attach to. We've exposed it, we've seen it, and now we've covered it with waterproof membrane tape so it protects it in case any moisture gets in between this ledger and the belly board of the house. So I have to lay out this particular ledger every 6 inches with a fastener. Now this tape indicates some spots on the house where there's some holes that were punched through for an old trellis or something. This is an early 1900s home. So somebody had cut through the belly board of the house, and this indicates a gap where I might want to put a fastener. So I'm gonna make sure I don't put any fasteners here. I may end up even putting one here and here to kind of lock it together to help with structure, but I'm not going to put anything in these taped areas. So that's what the tape's for, and that's why I did that, just so I could see what I'm doing. So the first thing you want to do is you want to be 4 inches away, a minimum of 4 inches away from the outside of your joist that you're going to be doing your layout with. So what I'm going to do is I've got a square, I've got a bucket of 3 5/8 Fasten Master ledger locks, okay? And I'm just going to set this like this. Now, this is a unique deck, or a unique ledger situation where, because our joists are so wide, the timber is only going to cover so much of this, and then the last couple inches is covering concrete. So I already did a predetermined layout. I'm going to come down 2 inches, and I'm going to come down 7.5. So sometimes what I'll do is if I have a lot of fasteners to lay out, I'll just come down and I'll mark 2 inches on my square, and I'll mark 7.5 on my square with a Sharpie, just so I know exactly where I'm putting those fasteners. So that's what I've done. And now I'm back 4 inches. And I always start, even though the engineer called for staggered fasteners, I'm gonna double them up every 4 feet. That's just what I do. And I always double up every end. So I'm gonna put 2 fasteners on the end. One down 2 inches and one down 7.5. And I have a dead battery. All right, so new battery, it happens. So now I've got my first fastener down at 2 inches. My next fastener, I'm going in at 7.5. And I may even go back and add some wedge anchors into the concrete after this install's done, but I'm pretty confident that this is gonna do the trick. So now I've come in 4 inches, so now I'm gonna hook to there, and now my engineer is calling for a ledger lock every 6 inches. So now I'm gonna stagger them. So I'm gonna go 6 inches. Here's 12, 18, 24. We just keep doing that. Now right here, I've got a big old knot. See right here? Sometimes it's better to go in through the edge of the knot. So it's pretty close. I'm gonna move it over just a little bit so that fastener goes in better. And then I'll just pick up my layout. And as far as staggering or how many fasteners you need to use, it really depends on your loading. And because this one was done through an engineer, I let the engineer decide how many fasteners. Fasten Master makes a guide for you as well that you can go on the internet and research. They also include an installation guide in each bucket of fasteners. I always buy these in bulk. I never buy them in small quantities because we use them all the time. And then you just keep staggering your fasteners, okay? Now here's 4 feet. Like I told you before, every 4 feet, I double up. So I'm gonna put 2 right there. Then I'm going to 3'6", and I'm gonna put another one right here. That seems like overkill, but if you sit here and you stagger these and you go dut, 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 this is what here. That's why I put my next one up high, because I'm just following this web pattern or this V or W pattern, whatever you want to call it. But I'm adding an extra one at 4 feet. That's just something I do. It's probably not necessary, but you know, whatever. All right, so here's where my hole is in the house. So if I go every 6 inches at 5 feet, I'm gonna be right near that hole. So I wanna come in a couple inches from the edge. There's 2 inches. I'm gonna put my next fastener right here. And then I'm gonna go 2 inches from this side. I'm gonna put my next fastener right here. And then I'm just gonna continue on with my 6 inches until I get to my next opening to try and figure out. Normally I wouldn't have this issue, but that's what the tape was for. And I'm really glad that we took the time to lay that out. Now this one, the 36 mark is gonna be 2 inches away from my hole, so it actually works out perfect. How ironic. Okay, so there's 6 inches. Oops, that one got a little sideways on me. Sometimes they do that. You can pre-drill these, but pre-drilling is not mandatory or necessary with these ledger locks. And I'm staking my build on this product. So I totally trust this company, and I totally trust this product to totally hold this board up. And I mean totally. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back and double check at where's my 4 foot mark? Okay, so here's my 4 foot mark. So again, I'm gonna double up right here. And then my web goes like this, so I'll go a high one 2 inches away from this mark. Okay, and that's where I'll pick up my layout again, is from right here. And this time, when I do that, I'm gonna have a fastener that's gonna be right on the hole. So I'm just gonna have to make an adjustment for that as I get to this next section of tape. But it is what it is. We have so many fasteners going into this particular ledger that I'm not concerned too much if I'm off an inch or two with 1 or 2 fasteners. I don't think it's gonna matter whatsoever. It's probably a little overkill, but these are easy to install. They don't take a lot of time. So in my opinion, a few extra fasteners ain't gonna hurt, all right? So there we go. Now we're going to 6 inches past. Okay, and now I also, where was my last double? Here's my last double. So I'm gonna double check the 4 foot. Okay, so right about here is 4 feet. So again, I'm gonna double another one right here. So I wanna be 2 inches away from that tape. I'm gonna put one here. And do another one 2 inches away from there. And then, okay, I'm gonna pull that one out for a second, because here's the end of my ledger, and I'm coming 4 inches back. So probably gonna just double this up, and I'll go ahead and put one right here too. It's a little overkill, but we got plenty of fasteners, so there you go. All right, so that concludes the layout of our ledger board. Now we're gonna go up and install it. There's a chalk line up on the house, and it's gonna match the top side of this ledger right here. I noticed a crack, so I have to be careful about that. There's like a little imperfection out of the wood. So we wanna make sure that we get this at the right elevation, right to our chalk line, and then we'll start screwing this right to the house. And that's what's next. All right, so the guys are bringing over that ledger board. We're gonna bring it up onto the scaffold, and then we're gonna put it up and install it to this chalk line right here. Okay, so sometimes the boards are bowed, and we're trying to keep the line as straight as possible. So this is just a little bit too low. So we're gonna put a bottle jack on the ground and try to put a piece of lumber in here and try to jack this up a little bit to the exact height we want. It's really acceptable the way it is, but I just wanna get another 1/16 or 1/8 inch out of it so it's just super duper straight. I might pull a couple screws out once we get the tension set on the jack before he starts pumping it. And then I'll put all these fasteners in and kind of lock this board into place. Okay, whoa.
That was it?
That's it. Okay, cool. So we got our ledger all attached to the house. Every fastener bit, there wasn't anything that stripped. I'm really happy with the way it's attached, so I'll call that a win. And that's how we attach ledger boards to the house. So if you like what you saw or you learned a little something, I know I've had this question so many times, hit that subscribe button so you can stay in tune with Dr. Decks. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we're putting out fresh content. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.